Scroll through your phone right now, count the names, contacts, followers, the people you could message this very second. It might be 500, it might be 5,000, but almost none of them are real to you. Not really. You think you have hundreds of relationships. You believe your social world is vast, sprawling, endless. The truth is far stranger. Your brain was never built to hold that many people, and no matter how connected you feel, there is a hard ceiling stamped into the architecture of your mind. A number you almost certainly cannot break. That number is roughly 150. In the early 1990s, a British anthropologist named Robin Dunbar was studying monkeys. He wasn't thinking about you. He was thinking about grooming, the long hours primates spend picking through each other's fur. It looks like hygiene. It isn't. It's politics. It's friendship. It's the invisible glue that holds a troop together. And Dunbar noticed something odd. The bigger a primate's social group, the bigger one specific part of its brain. Not the whole brain, one region. The neocortex, the wrinkled outer layer responsible for conscious thought, reasoning, and imagining what someone else might be thinking. Species with more friends had more of it. Species with more of it had more friends? So Dunbar did something bold. He took that clean mathematical line running through dozens of primate species and he extended it. He plugged in the size of the human neocortex. He asked one simple question. If the pattern holds, how many relationships should a single human brain be able to manage? The answer came back around 150. Sit with that for a moment. Not because a scientist decided it, because your biology did. The size of one fold of tissue behind your forehead quietly sets the size of your entire social universe. But what does 150 actually mean? It isn't the number of people you recognize. You can recognize thousands of faces. It isn't the number of names you know. It's something more specific and more human. The number of people you have a genuine, two-way relationship with. People whose lives you track. People you'd feel comfortable joining uninvited at a table. People who are real to you and to whom you are real. Everyone beyond that line slowly blurs into strangers with familiar faces. And here is where it gets stranger. That 150 isn't a single flat circle. It's a series of rings, nested inside each other, each one looser than the last. Dunbar found the same numbers appearing again and again. At the very center, about 5 people, your inner core, the ones you'd call in a crisis at 3 in the morning. Around them, a ring of roughly 15, close friends, the people whose absence you'd feel like a missing tooth. Then 50, good friends, the dinner party layer, then the full 150, everyone who counts as a meaningful part of your world, and beyond that, fading outward, 500 acquaintances, then 1,500 faces you could simply put a name to, layer after layer, each one asking less of you, until you reach the vast gray ocean of strangers. Why rings? Because relationships cost something. They cost time. They cost attention. They cost the finite fuel of your emotional energy. And you only have so much of it to burn. Do you see it yet? In 2003, Dunbar tested this in the most ordinary way imaginable: Christmas cards. Together with a researcher named Russell Hill, he studied how many cards people sent each year, and to whom. The total number of people reached, on average, hovered right around 150. A modern ritual of stamps and envelopes had quietly mapped the same ancient boundary. But you might be thinking, that's it? 150? I know more people than that? And you'd be in good company doubting it. Other researchers pushed back hard. The anthropologists H. Russell Bernard and Peter Kilworth tried to measure human networks directly, and their estimates came out higher, closer 290. The number is not a sharp wall. It's a soft, blurry range, and it flexes from one person to the next. But the deeper idea survived every challenge. Not the exact figure. The ceiling itself? Because here is the truth your ancestors lived inside. For almost the entire span of human existence, you belong to a group of a few dozen to a few hundred people. That was your whole world. Everyone you would ever meet. Everyone you would ever love, fear, trade with, or bury. Your brain was tuned over hundreds of thousands of years to exactly that scale. To the band, to the village, to 150 faces you would know for life. And then, in an eye blink of evolutionary time, everything changed. You were handed a machine that connects you to millions. Your feed shows you the faces of people on the far side of the planet. Your follower count climbs into the thousands. And some quiet, ancient part of your brain tries to treat every single one of them as if they belong in your village, but they can't. There isn't room. This is why a stranger's cruelty online can wound you as if a close friend had betrayed you. Your old wiring cannot tell the difference. This is why you feel drained after scrolling, exhausted without moving a muscle. Your mind is straining to socially process a crowd it was never designed to hold. You are trying to fit a stadium into a living room. Dunbar pointed to something else, too. Language. He argued that words became our replacement for grooming. A monkey can only groom one other monkey at a time, but you can speak to a whole group at once. You can bond 3, 4, 5 people together with a single story, a single joke around a fire. Speech let our ancestors scale friendship upward, but only so far. Only to about 150. Look at the world humans keep building, again and again, without ever meaning to. Armies organized into companies of roughly that size. Small businesses that begin to fracture and split apart the moment they cross it. Villages, congregations, tight-knit communities that thrive at a scale your Stone Age brain would instantly recognize as home. We keep rediscovering the number because we carry it inside us. So the next time you feel a stab of guilt for losing touch with someone, the next time your follower count leaves you feeling both surrounded and strangely alone, the next time a group chat swells too large to feel like home, remember that you are not failing at anything. You are simply full. You are running ancient software in a world it was never written for. You cannot know everyone. You were never meant to. So scroll through your phone one more time. Look at all those names, those hundreds and thousands of faces. Almost none of them are truly yours. But somewhere in that endless list are your 150, and they are the only world your brain has ever really needed.